It's whatever.
And we are live. Hey y'all.
Hey
Look at here.
y'all.
Look at here. What y'all doing? What y'all doing?
Y'all
We
watching the games? Y'all
y'all
doing
watching? What
anything?
game y'all watching? There's a whole bunch of them on. Duke playing UConn. And where the fellas? Wait a minute. My fellas schedule. Wait a minute. My fellas is finished. So it's just the ladies on tonight. We got Master T and Nat. What's going on? This
Hey
is Sports
y'all.
with Nat live weekly. We trying to go live every week. We trying to keep it consistent. What's going on? We starting with baseball and basketball. Master T got something to say about baseball, girl. Go on, girl.
Go Braves country. Yes. Oh, yes. Come on with my Braves. All right. So we started off with our opener with against the Phillies yesterday. Beat the rocks off of them 9-3 in Philly.
Okay.
And today they won again 12-4. Whoop whoop. So
Woo,
Braves
woo,
country is
woo.
on it
Yes.
already. Let's go. Tomahawk Nation, we all got it. Yes. So
Okay, okay.
as you see, that's why I'm repping my Braves, Especially
Well,
since the Phillies always end up somehow during the playoffs, they become our kryptonite. So we always like to sweep them
yes.
early. So let's see what else is going on in MLB news, because that's all I really care about is my Braves.
But now that little boy,
Oh,
Otani,
oh,
Otani came out and said,
I did see that. His
uh,
that he
yeah,
was.
yeah. So now he act like he don't know what was really going on, and look at the little fishy. How we even know what they saying, y'all? How we even know? Do we know who speak Japanese? You been to Japan? Do
I
you
speak
know what they saying?
Japanese. I
Do
haven't
you?
heard them, but I can definitely. I've been learning Japanese since fourth grade, so yes, I can.
You need to look at some of them interviews, see if you can catch on to what they saying. Cause he could be telling us anything. Just like when they be doing that interpreting. A
Well,
couple
the
of folks that
sign
got
language.
fired from looks, yeah. Somebody like silent. So a couple of people that got fired for doing the wrong signals. Okay, but anyway, so we don't know what the real deal is with that. The moral of the story is they still investigating and they say it's a theft, and he claiming he's not aware of any of it. Okay, so go on. What else you got in baseball?
Right now, we want to do current games. Right now, let's see, Yankees are playing the Astros. They're on top. The Astros are on top of the Yankees right now in the fourth, 2-1 at the end
Okay,
of the fourth. The Rangers are on top of the Cubs right now, 5-6 in the middle of the sixth inning. Let's see. Tigers beat the White Sox. Oh, in 10. 7-6.
oh wow.
Oilers beat the Angels 13-4. The Guardians beat the Athletics 12-3. The Twins beat the Royals 5-1. The Pirates beat the Marlins 9-3. The Rays beat the Blue Jays 5-1. The Nationals beat the
Okay,
Reds 7-6. Oh, the Cardinals and the Dodgers play tonight at 9. And the
okay.
Red Sox and Marinas are playing at 9:40. 9:40. And currently, who else is playing right now? Oh, that's everybody. Yep,
Okay.
that is everybody right now. I think I said that. Yeah, the Rangers are on top of the Cubs right now, in the middle of the
Okay.
sixth. That
All
is
right. So
current
now,
baseball of what is going on.
all right, now, uh, that baseball. Now the big news for me that right this minute, is this doggone NCAA women's. Okay, I
Okay.
watch the men too, but I cater to the women's. I'm just saying now.
Man, ain't nothing wrong with that.
Now, yesterday, yes,
Mm-hmm.
as my mama could say, yesterday, Oregon, number 3, Oregon shocked Notre Dame, number 2, and beat them 70-65. Now, let me say this. The freshman, Hannah Hildegold, she been playing with a nose ring all year.
No, they didn't say. Now they talking about her with it.
After the game started, they made her take the nose ring out. She missed like 5 minutes. She came out balling, hit the first 2-3, took her out. Stop. She got to take her nose ring out. Been playing with it all year. Now, the coach says she's going to find out, see what's going on. But now, I've always said that, I've said it on this show, I believe that the coaches should not be wearing heels on the floor. I don't believe the girls should be wearing jewelry. I really don't think they need to be wearing all that fake hair hanging down. Somebody's hair fell off a few weeks ago and everybody gathered around her and protected her. Yeah, her mess fell right off. And see, I don't think they should wear it playing. The rules said hair decorations, jewelry, and something else. You can't wear it. That's the rule. I agree. That's the cheerleading rule.
But the thing about it is, are they consistent with it?
They are not consistent.
And do they do it when they want to? So then that's not fair. Then
listen, they did it yesterday. They messed that girl's rhythm up. And now Oregon is going on to the Elite Eight. Now, I'm just saying. She been playing all year with this. Ain't nobody said nothing. And at the start of the game, they told her she could play with it. She just needs to cover it up, which is what she been doing all the while, putting the doggone Band-Aid on it. They had to get the tweezers and take it out. Yesterday, South Carolina barely beat Indiana. Now, the big news there is Camila Cardozo had a double-double. But the thing is, South Carolina, that's a brand new team for her. All 5 of her starters from last year went to the WNBA. So these are a whole lot of freshmen and transfers and all that good stuff. However, they ended up winning that game 79-75. So they meet Oregon on, I think it's tomorrow. Now, number 3, North Carolina State beat number 2, Stanford, 77-67. And Kiki Ira Referend. She's number 9, ranked number 9. She had 26 points, 10 rebounds for Stanford. But North Carolina looked ferocious. They just looked beastly. They looked very, 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 very good. Now, Alasia James, she had 29 points, 3 rebounds, 5 assists. She was amazing. Gonzaga and Texas, listen. They beat the socks off of them 69-47. Aaliyah Moore had 16 points, 10 rebounds, and freshman Madison Booker had 6 points and 8 rebounds. But she is one of those freshmen that they talking about, these outstanding freshmen this year. But anyway, now that Hannah, the one that they made take the nose ring out, she has the most single season points in Notre Dame history in a single season, 780 points, 157 steals, a record for freshmen.
Wow.
And yeah.
And that's when you see it. That's when you start to think, this stuff starts to get rigged after a minute, because there was no reason for all of a sudden you've been playing something all season. But then the thing about it is, when they asked her to take it out, it wasn't like you saw her at warm-ups, all that other stuff. Y'all could have asked
all that other stuff.
You stopped the game for that. That's when I think something's wrong. Like if it was at the beginning, like during pregame warm-ups, all that other stuff. Shoot, even the national anthem, you do it like after she's already gotten in the game and started playing it, and she hit what you said, 3 shots already. Yeah. So now today, number 3 LSU, reigning champs, beat number 2 UCLA. Now, the final score was 78-69, but that sucker was closer than it needed to be. Now, let me say this.
Last year, they tried to make Angel Reese, the Bayou Barbie, the face of the her and Caitlyn. Everything was Angel and Caitlyn. Remember? Everything was Angel and Caitlyn. Angel and Caitlyn. Angel was wearing them caterpillar eyelashes and all that stuff. I wrote on my paper, I was trying to be very politically correct. I wrote the word urban. I wrote hood at first, but then I said, no, urban.
Yeah, I do urban.
She's come off them eyelashes a little bit. She's backed up off them eyelashes. But her early suspension prevented them from making her the poster child. Now, their victory, her interview was very, as I said, urban, okay? Now, one thing I like about Dawn Staley, she teaches those girls how to do interviews. She teaches those girls how to communicate. Kim Mulkey don't care what you sound like. She over there fighting because they done said that she ain't talked to her daddy in 37 years. You put 2 and 2 together on that one. She ain't talked to her sister either. Put that together. Okay. All right. So she gonna sue them for putting that story out. But anyhow, so the matchup from last year's championship game, LSU will be playing Iowa because Iowa beat Colorado. They beat the socks off of them. And ain't nobody talking about the fact that Deion Sanders' daughter is on Colorado's team. Now, she's not a starter.
Really?
Uh-huh. See. There you go. Yeah.
I didn't even know she played basketball.
Because she playing on the team against Iowa. And all they know is Caitlin Clark. Now, Caitlin did have 29 points, 15 assists because they were double teaming her, which meant she had to get the ball out. Yay. Okay. But they had that game in hand. Final score was what did I say? 89-68. They did not need Caitlin them last 4-5 minutes. They put her back in the game for what? She didn't need another record. She didn't need nothing else. I just didn't appreciate that. I thought that was tacky. I thought that was a little on the tacky side. So anyway, so Iowa plays LSU. All right, the rematch. Baylor skidded by USC, and the rookie Juju Watson, who is number 3 in the college rankings. Juju had 26 points, I believe. But she was killing it towards the end. She couldn't get going. She threw up a lot of shots. Like that NBA boy the other day, he threw up about 40 shots and ended up with 30 points. Murray from your Hawks. We're going to talk about him in a minute. But she threw up a lot of shots, but she got them when they counted. So USC beat Baylor 74-70. And Duke is playing UConn right now, so we don't know the results of that. All right, so now the men, I got to look at that, y'all. I ain't going to lie. I did not write it down. Please
all I know
me.
is that UConn beat Illinois. They came down
77-52.
From a 30-point deficit, they came back and won. That's all I know because it highlighted it.
Yeah, 77-52. And Clemson at Alabama, that game is getting ready to start right now. Now, last night, North Carolina upset Marquette. Now, Marquette coach Shaka Smart, cute little fella that came from VCU in Virginia, and he got them to the Elite 8 or Sweet 16 within his first couple of years there. Then the Texas Longhorns snatched him up. Now he's at Marquette. They're number 2, but they got knocked off by number 11, North Carolina State. Now Gonzaga, number 5, struggled and lost to Purdue, who's number 1. And Duke skidded by number 1 Houston, 54-51. And Tennessee beat Creighton 82-75. Now listen. North Carolina said that didn't nobody think they were supposed to be there. They don't care. They knocked off Marquette. They knocked them right on off.
Oh, they're the Cinderella team of
the men. Yes, they're the Cinderella team, and they are steady rolling on. Now, wait a minute. I was getting ready to tell you something. Edie, Zach Edie, he is killing it for the men. I had some notes on Zach. He is killing it, but he said he is focused on the Final Four, not the Wooden Award. He's not worried about winning the awards. He is the reigning champ with the Wooden Award, John Wooden Award, but he said, I want to win the Final Four. That's what he wants. That's what he's focused on. Okay. That's it for NCAA basketball. Let's switch to the NBA. Are you going to do a changeover right on the screen, or what you going to do?
You know, we'll do that in a second.
Because your Hawks are playing right now. They're playing the Bucks
you
right
ready for it now? You ready? You guys, I have to.
Listen.
We're going to change it up right quick. I know most of y'all.
We're going to the NBA.
I know y'all mostly thought I had like football stuff, which I do. And I do have my Brave stuff. I have to have at least one of my Atlanta stuff for every team. Do I have an Atlanta United? I sure do have an Atlanta United one. Sorry, this button isn't working right now. But the reason why I had to wear my Hawks right now, if y'all been paying attention, these Hawks came out of nowhere and decided they wanted to be Boston not once, but twice. And then with the first one, hold up, here we go.
Yay!
Let's go Hawks! Let's go Hawks! Yes. So now that I'm in my basketball right now. So the Hawks came back from a 30-point deficit.
Yes.
And beat the Celtics.
Yes.
Last week. And I was like, wow, yes, let's go. And that was the largest in Hawks history. We was like, yes. And then on Thursday,
did it again
on Thursday. They said it was 45 lead changes. They won in overtime. 123 to 122 with 0.01 seconds left in the game.
But let me ask you this. Now this is my opinion. Ain't nobody said nothing to me about this.
Go ahead.
They're doing all this winning with Trae on the bench. Now, does that help Trae or hurt Trae? I feel like it hurts him.
Possibly.
They're looking real good without him. I'm just saying. We just finished talking. Now, he threw up Thursday night. That boy threw up so many shots. It was ridiculous. I mean, I want to say it was a record number of shots that he threw up. He threw up 44 shots.
That's
Murray. 44 shots and made 18 of them. And that's some kind of record for the number of shots attempted.
I was about to say, if we do that as a math calculation, that's less than half. So that he made. So I don't know if that's a great record or not, because he didn't.
No. It's not good. No, and he was 6 of 19 from 3. That's horrible.
It was very horrible. But
that's horrible. So yeah. But he had 44 points. He had 44 points, and he had the shot that counted with 0.1 on the clock. So what can you say?
The one that all that matters. And then also
the one that matters.
Congratulations to the fan who actually won $10,000 for doing the half court, who shot from half court and won and made it. So that night on Thursday night was very spectacular, I guess I would say.
Yes.
It was a very electric in the State Farm Arena on Thursday night.
Now, as far as the division goes in the standings, I think there's 10 games left, maybe 8 to 10 games left. The Hawks are still hanging on to that 10 spot for the play-in. Boston has clinched the whole conference. There ain't nobody close. Milwaukee's still in second place. Cleveland third. New York number 4. Orlando 5. Pacers 6. Miami 7. Philly 8. Chicago 9. Atlanta 10. Now in the West, that thing is going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Today, at this very hour, Minnesota Timberwolves are number 1. OKC number 2. Yes. Yes, it is changing
Where's my-
daily, hourly. It is changing because the last time I looked, Denver was in first place, but
Right. How did they?
OKC is number 2, Denver number 3, Clippers number 4, New Orleans number 5, Dallas number 6, Phoenix number 7, Sacramento Kings number 8, the Lakers number 9, and the Golden State Warriors number 10. Now listen.
Ooh, Golden State better.
Now that I done said Golden State out my mouth, let's talk about Draymond Green.
All righty. This
Now, I said it on here, and I said it. They shouldn't have never let him back. When he said he was going to retire, it was too hard for him to control himself. The doggone NBA Commissioner Silver wanted the ratings, and he wanted him back. You ought to fire Silver because this boy cannot control himself.
Right. He playing they playing like he's literally playing like it's a real contact sport. Basketball is not that much of a contact sport. The only thing you doing is hands. There is more contact in football, and they don't even play as hard as what he doing.
But see, the problem now is the problem the other day was he was going at the official. Now, a lot of people are complaining and concerned and opinionated and
he go to anger management, something.
He did all that. He did that.
Well, they didn't help him
to do that. He had to do that to get back from the indefinite suspension. And he said, and I quote, "It's too hard. I want to retire." And Silver talked him out of it. Silver said, "No, don't retire." See, they know that Golden State, without Golden State in the playoffs, the ratings are going to drop. And the betting and all that money. See, this is where that betting and all of that crap starts to really affect the game, the integrity of the game.
Right.
Green has no business in the game. That game hadn't even been 4 minutes in, and he gonna got ejected. Hollering at the official, cussing at the official.
4 minutes. You can't even. My thing also about it though is Houston can technically move up and not Golden State out.
And see, that's what
is behind Golden State by what?
Yes.
A game?
Okay. And that's the point. That's what they are saying. They really need him. Steph Curry took his face and put it in his jersey, trying to hide his face. Listen, Steve Kerr said he deserved it. Now, my problem and my concern still is y'all don't discipline him. What, y'all scared of him? What, do y'all need security to talk to him? What's the problem? He has been not only disrespecting the rules of the game, he done broke laws, he's assaulted people. He should have been charged. It don't make sense. It don't make sense. And they keep allowing it. They keep allowing it. Now, I don't know why they keep allowing. Yes, I do. I just said it. Ratings, money, betting. That's it.
Somebody gonna get hurt, really hurt one day, and then what's gonna happen? Everybody gonna go, "Oh,
no." You know what's gonna take? It's gonna take him punching the wrong person in the face. He ain't punched the wrong person yet. That's it. That's what it is.
But that's what I'm saying. Something's gonna happen where it's gonna be very bad. Where it's gonna get somebody's gonna get super hurt, or like you said, he might get his butt beat by the wrong person. Maybe that's what needs to happen.
Maybe that's what it needs. So now, as far as the MVP stuff and the points, Luka Doncic from Dallas is still leading with 33 points. Average. Giannis and SGA are both averaging 30 points. Jalen Brunson from New York and slipped in the fourth, 27. Kevin Durant, fifth place number with 27 points. Now, I was getting ready to say something else. 3-pointers, of course, Steph Curry, Luka, Klay Thompson, Da Vinci Code from New York, and Simmons from Portland. Rebounds. My Sabonis is still in there. He's still leading with triple doubles and double doubles. Gobert is second. Anthony Davis is third. Nikola Jokic is fourth, and Jalen Duran of Detroit is fifth. Now I'm gonna say this about Anthony Davis. As big as Anthony Davis is, he should be leading in rebounds every year. Every year. It should not be a debate. It just should be get in there, box out, go up, get it. That's it. I don't get it. I don't get it. They bumped his knee the other night. Oh Lord. He just grimaced and whined and
maybe he needs to take a little bit of Draymond's energy and then make it a little bit more, because some of them whatchamacallit. But I'm still trying to figure out. Draymond is married, right? How do you? I just don't understand. Like, as a wife, to watch your husband be a complete butthole and mess up part of your thing, but then also it's almost like, how does that translate over? Like, I know you can't switch it off. Like, obviously, are you doing this stuff at home too?
Because his daughter and son came up on the press conference. The daughter walked up on the stage during his press conference and said, "Daddy," whatever the little boy name is, "hit me." She got in Daddy's arms. He hugged her, kissed her. "Oh, it's gonna be okay, oh baby. Go hug your brother. Tell him you know." He was so sweet. All right, that was cute. Was that a stunt to show us that he can be nice? What was that? I mean, it don't translate over on the court.
It doesn't.
Because I want him to be sweet to his children, but I need him to play basketball like a professional. You choke your coworker, you going to jail.
Facts. Because let's talk about if this was any other industry and stuff, and this is why celebrities in sports, they can somewhat get away with stuff, because if this was real world and if all of a sudden you choke somebody at your job or you get another thing, you get fired and you probably get hit with an assault charge or battery, whatever. It's just ridiculous. So I don't know. He doesn't. Okay, we gotta pray for him because this is ridiculous.
Yeah, there's something
he really needs to get out the game, and I don't know. Maybe he needs to. He's done his thing, and he's so young. He's only 30. I mean, technically young, whatever. He's 34 years old. You should know better.
Yeah, he should.
Obviously, and I feel like he has people, good mentors around him, but obviously he ain't listened to them, and he wants to say his anger is worse. So obviously there's something that's translating, but whatever.
Listen.
Oops, I hit my.
I don't know. The play-in it's gonna be tough. I don't know who Sacramento gonna end up playing. I'm so afraid that they're not gonna get out of it, because right now they would have to play Phoenix. I ain't worried about them playing Phoenix. They can beat Phoenix. But they're not consistent. Sabonis, I watched them play the other night. Sabonis looked like he couldn't grab a rebound from a net. And I mean a net. I mean a little net. He looked terrible. I don't know if he was sick or what. He couldn't get a rebound. Didn't look like he couldn't jump off his feet. I don't know what was going on. So they sitting in 8 right now. They would have to play Phoenix. And if they beat Phoenix, then they beat the 7th seed. They're good.
Also, the Lakers would go ahead.
The Lakers would have to play Golden State. The Lakers would have to play Golden State. And the loser of that game is done. But then the winner of that game would play the loser of the 7-8 game, which would probably be Phoenix, I hope. So but and in the Eastern, Philly will play Miami. I don't think Philly can get by I don't know. Miami is tough to beat if they clicking. They tough to beat. And Philly, Embiid, I don't know. He's supposed to be coming back. And if Trey come back at this point with Atlanta, I think he'd mess up the chemistry right now. I really do. because they are winning so well without him. They didn't beat Boston winning. I'm just saying.
Well, they're down right now against the Bucks, 53-71. With
Yeah,
7 minutes into the 7 minutes in the third. But I will say I did hear some rumor. Somebody told me that people have been over there saying because that the Boston game was like a fluke in a sense because they wasn't really trying to play hard anyway because they've already been like on there. And I think that's straight BS because I think Boston is probably one of our big like rivalry games in a sense, even though they're not our like specific rivals. It just seems like anytime we play them, it's always pretty hard. And I feel like if you beating it so close to being 120, going into overtime and winning, that doesn't mean that you gave that game up lightly.
Okay.
Plus, that also looks bad on them.
Okay. Well, now I know why the Kings aren't winning.
Why?
Now, Monk got an MCL injury, sidelined 4 to 6 weeks, and the Nuggets, Jamal Murray is improving, but he remains out for the Nuggets. That's how they done slipped down to third place. That boy, they always talk about the other boy. What's his name? Jokic.
Oh yes.
They always talk about him, but without Murray, he couldn't do what he do. Jokic. He couldn't do what he do without Murray because when Murray went down, he was struggling. Right. Denver didn't win. They didn't win the championship till they had both Murray and Jokic together. So, but that's the NBA. We've given you NCAA. We gave you baseball. What we got NFL? What we got NFL? What we got NFL? Now,
dude, I don't even know what we talked about. I feel like every day I look at my thing and something's different, and I don't remember what we
well, the newest thing that I saw that really touched my heart.
Besides the quarter,
I said this to one of my first subscribers. Mike Tomlin is going after integrity over stats this season. He's going after people that want to be a Steeler versus people that have the stats. And I'm loving it because we got from your Falcons. Listen.
Cordarrelle's gonna end up getting that 10th touchdown return like he usually do, kickoff return with y'all because of that. Because I'm gonna be honest, I think the thing about it is Arthur Smith is over there, and that pisses me off even more because he could not coach anybody, but yet I think, oh gosh, I think we could have done way better.
People are not good head coaches. They are better focusing on one aspect of the game.
Yes.
And I think that's what it is. I think he had a problem controlling the overall scheme of things. He just need to focus on one thing. Because when he was offensive coordinator over at Tennessee, I didn't know his name, but that's when Tennessee was kicking butt.
When Ryan Tannehill was, he was.
And Derrick Henry was running everybody out the stadium.
Yeah, he was called offensive coordinator. So yeah, you're right.
Yes, so
like he should have. So I think he should have said, yeah.
So we are taking people that got good hearts, good souls, and good, and they got some skill now, and they want to be there. So I'm excited about the season coming up. Running back Elliott open to a reunion with the Cowboys. Hey, Vanessa coming on. Ezekiel Elliott is open to a reunion. They don't need him. The Dolphins, Mosset, they
signed
for another year. Now Clowney, I thought he was gonna be something over at Pittsburgh. We went and got that boy out of college, and he got injured and he didn't come back worth a doggone. I don't know if we gave him enough time after the injury, because he's had some good games since he left Pittsburgh, but did we not give him enough time after the injury? Because he was very promising coming out. He was a first rounder, I believe, coming out of the draft. So, but anyhow, now
The Eagles
I heard
trade pass
something.
rusher.
I heard something,
What did you hear?
and the debate was they were talking about something that the players asked for, an artificial turf versus grass.
Oh,
And I
yes.
can't remember what they were talking about. And they said they were willing to do that, but they weren't willing to do the grass and the turf. But my thing is, they talk about the safety. It was something with safety and the cost of something. I can't remember right off. But wouldn't you prefer? I know it. We went on. I had a breakdown of the cost for the fields to be grass and the maintenance of that. But think about how much money you're losing when you lose your star player to a season-ending injury, and that costs you the Super Bowl. Doesn't it balance itself out if you play on grass versus turf? You talking about saving a couple of thousands of dollars, but you're willing to pay millions for something that, come on now. You say you want them to be safe, but yet still you won't give them grass, which what they asked for. It's been proven over and over and over again that grass is safer. They want grass. You won't give them grass, but you say you want it safer, but now you put money somewhere else, but you won't put it in the field. You're talking out of both sides of your neck.
Are all the NFL teams, they all play on turf? Nobody plays on grass. So,
no.
What I just read recently that I didn't which is going to be super interesting. So I didn't know this, but the NFL are trying to get rugby players, right? And the Chiefs just signed a rugby player from they call it the International Player Pathway Program, right? Now the interesting part is rugby, they play on grass.
Soccer plays on grass.
Play on grass. So how do you now that's the problem that's going to be interesting to see how they transition from grass to turf, because they're used to playing on grass and stuff. Like, although I get the NFL players, yes, they start off on grass with college, all that other stuff, but then they've been on there for after a couple of years, they somewhat get used to it, possibly, whatever. But the thing is to take a whole player who is literally known for playing on grass and throw them into that's going to be interesting to see how they transition for it too. And maybe they might be the ones that push it, because maybe one of them might get hurt to the point that they may be like, this ain't gonna work. We can't do it.
Well, see, after they paid Aaron Rodgers all that money and he got hurt on the first drive of the season, first game, first drive,
didn't make it to
However, that's what I was saying about Draymond punching the right person, because Aaron got injured so quickly, and somebody else big last season got injured. Aaron Andrews, the Andrews boy with Baltimore, all of those people got injured, and they kept saying turf, turf, turf. We want grass, we want grass, we want grass. But the minute Aaron got hurt in that first drive, here it come again. And then the players took it back to the union, and 82% voted we want grass. Come on, people. Soccer will not play on turf; they play on grass. So wait a minute. Soccer got more money than the NFL.
Yeah.
Yeah, but still, you're going to lose your players. 30-year-olds are retiring. 20-something-year-olds are retiring.
That is true.
Okay.
I mean,
like I said, the right person. Aaron got injured, and it was and somebody else got injured right after Aaron, and it became another big deal about this turf thing again. I'm just saying. All right, so What else we got? NFL. Olympics. Gabby that came out of the closet, from out of the dust, out of the dark, and she will not be on the Olympic team so far.
Oh,
she ain't cutting the mustard. Now,
no,
she got one more shot. She going to tryouts, do some competition somewhere, and she gonna try to see if she can't make it. But right now, they didn't invite her to the camp. She ain't make it. She did not get there. Wait a minute. I was trying to find it, but she ain't made it yet. They said, oh, now, Caitlin Clark. I made a reel. Ice Cube offered Caitlin $5 million.
To do what?
To play in the Big Three. Now, the Big Three is half court, 3-on-3. She would be playing with a men's ball, not a ladies' ball. And somebody made a comment on social media that there's a conflict between the WNBA and the Big Three. Well, Ice Cube made it very clear. I heard the interview with my own ears, saw it with my own eyes, coming out of Ice Cube's mouth. His people have done the research. There's only one game that conflicts with the WNBA and the Big Three. And because he is the CEO, he can make that necessary change to eliminate that conflict.
What's the conflict?
It's a game, one game on the same day.
Oh, okay.
So he can change the Big Three game. Duh. He owns it.
Let's talk about how is it that you get paid more money as a Big Three than WNBA?
First of all, the WNBA don't pay but $76,000. They offer her $76,000. I believe 845, something like that. Around about
men, but yet the NBA with the guys, they come out already with a $15 million contract. So let's talk about, as we're ending off Women's History Month right here, already starting it off again with the wage gap between men and women. And yet, and I'm gonna be honest, my dad is one of those people that sometimes he says, I like watching the women way better than the men. He said he'll go to a Atlanta Dream game before he'll go to a Hawks game sometimes.
Listen, these girls are playing some ball. I've been watching these women, and I'm enjoying the women playing better than the men. The women had 4.9 million people watch that game, the Iowa game, the other day. 4.9 million. The viewership is up for the women, down for the men. They're
playing over here, and yet you're still not even compensating them in a sense. Like, it's ridiculous. No. $76,000, like, and then you're putting on that. They still gotta go get a job at the end of the day.
Wait a minute.
But yet the men are set for the set. They ain't gotta do nothing for the rest of the except practice basketball. That's all they gotta do throughout the whole entire year. The women, not only do they still have to play, but then they also got to get off, and they have to, when they're not on off season, they have to have a job.
And they got to fly commercial. They fly commercial. They don't have no private planes. They won't let the teams pay for chartered planes. They say all the teams can't afford it. How come all the teams can't afford it? Every team is attached to an NBA team. How they can't afford it? Where the money at? Where the money at?
Going to these men players that don't deserve it sometimes.
Going to Ben Simmons that they play the game that God knows when.
Going to Draymond Green, who's over here punching people, and we over here
choking people.
But
choking people.
Let's talk about if this was a woman doing this. Oh, it would have been all the way over. Oh, she has anger management. Oh, and let's not let her be black. They'll be like, oh, she's an angry black woman. Oh, she just don't know how to control her hormones. It's going to be a whole big issue. So, I think it's ridiculous.
It is.
And like I said, the women play sometimes harder and better than the guys play. So.
Listen. Well, right now, the men's game, Clemson, number 6, Clemson is leading number 4, Alabama, 23-13. That game is on TBS. It's in the first half, 8 minutes and 22 seconds left. The men play in 2 halves. The women play in 4 quarters. I forgot what year they changed that. The women used to play 2 halves as well. Now, high school, everybody play 4 quarters. NBA, everybody play 4 quarters. But college, the men play a half, and the men.
So once again, the women still play like it's supposed. You cater too much for these boys. Stop.
Yeah.
Stop.
Yeah.
Stop. And sometimes some of these boys can go head to head.
LSU, number 3, LSU plays number 1, Iowa, Monday, 7 p.m. ESPN. The 8th ever championship rematch following the NCAA tournament. So that's the first time. Now, Caitlin, listen, I don't know who's going to win that game. I got a feeling. Now, somebody, I read that they had some questionable calls the week ago in that Iowa game. They got away with some stuff. Caitlin should have got a text. She hollering at the ref. Her daddy told her to shut up, be quiet. Listen, she get LeBron James kind of treatment, okay? She flopping and falling all over the place like LeBron. I'm just saying. So I got a feeling. That the game's gonna be a setup. I got a feeling. LSU won't make it back to the championship. I'm just saying. They're gonna make sure Caitlin get to that champion. I'm just saying. Watch what I tell you now. I'm gonna make sure I stay awake. If I got to stand up, because if I sit in my recliner, I'm going to sleep. I clap for Jesus. I sat down today to watch the game. I saw the tip-off, Master T. I was so excited. I'd done all my chores and everything. I was so excited.
And then you was not that sleep.
Tip-off. When I woke up, it was 5 minutes left in the game.
It bees like that.
So
it bees like that sometimes.
We have given y'all baseball. Now, what I didn't realize is that the National Women's Soccer League has a contract now with Ion, and they play every Friday on TV.
Really?
Yes. The National Women's Soccer League is on Ion every Friday night. So now in the what is it? The UFL? Didn't they start today?
Nobody cares about them.
Didn't the UFL start today?
They did.
I wish that do they play on turf or grass? I like to know
the interesting part
on.
about the UFL, XFL is thing about it is that they are starting to get their teams are mostly in Florida and Texas, and I forgot what else because they tried to have one in Atlanta and it didn't get that much, and it was also I think their first year of it. But obviously that's where their fan base is at, obviously, because Texas is all about football. So, and I think there's only 8 teams in the UFL, XFL. Did Atlanta United play today? So I was looking at soccer scores since we started singing that.
Well, listen, I just want them to be fair. I think grass is better. I think the owners and the cities and the stadiums, I think the cost can be split. I think they can be strategic enough and genius enough to split the cost between the stadium, the owners, the city. Everybody can share the cost to make it safer for the players. I believe the players would like that. They deserve it because without the players, the city, the stadium, or the owners make no money. Now, that's just the reality. They need them. But
Oh, this is hard to find.
What's that? What
I
you
was
looking
trying to
for?
look up if the UFL plays on
Grass and turf?
Yep.
Yeah, I was trying to look that up too.
But now it's giving me like Florida stuff.
Yeah, give you University of Florida.
Yeah.
At halftime, ladies and gentlemen, UConn is leading 23-13. UConn women are leading Duke 23-13. Now, I thought the game would be closer, but they got Paige Becker, who's ranked number 2. And Gino Ariano says she's the best player in the league. Dawn Staley says she's elite. She plays on both ends of the floor. She averaged 30 points, 57% field goal, and 10 rebounds. She's awesome. She really is. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. So, ladies and gentlemen, again, we've given you every sport that we know. I said Jake Paul. His name is John Paul. I said Jake last week. It's John.
I'm gonna look up. My goal now is to go and look up and see try to go do some research and find out what type of field does UFL play on.
Yes.
That's gonna be interesting.
And by next week, the playoffs should be almost set. We should know who's in and who's out for the NBA. And we definitely will have the Final Four set. The Final Four will be set. And we'll talk about your schedule off the air.
Yes, because April is a great month, you guys. It's awesome. Shout out to my awesome, so we're gonna have some.
We're gonna have some interviews coming up for you. We have a Super Bowl winner that's agreed to an interview. We're going to try to get Ruthie Bolton back before or during the Final Four. Okay. We're going to try to get her back. The chances of me getting Dawn with her between now and then ain't going to work. We'll wait till after that. So we'll see what happens. We'll see. The miracles happen. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe she could call on the phone. Maybe she talked to her on the phone. I don't know, but we'll see. Because I know they have a media day, so I'll try to find out when the media day is and see if Ruthie can call her on the phone, and maybe we can hear her on the phone. We can recognize her voice. So I'll take 2 minutes. I'll take 1 minute of Dawn Staley. So, ladies and gentlemen, leave a comment for us. Josh left some comments for us last week. Thank you, Josh. I don't know if you were on today or not. Thank you, Josh. Got a couple of new followers last week. Thank you for joining us. We are still, I tried to, Vanessa, I need to talk to you about that Instagram. I tried something. I didn't know what they were asking me for. Anyway, thank y'all so much. We appreciate you guys. Thank you. I got a feeling that tonight's gonna be a good night. Okay. Thank y'all so much. Replay watchers, thank you. Yes. Should have said that at the beginning for the replay watchers. So Vanessa, replay watchers, put a thank you for the replay watchers in the description. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. We see y'all next week. Or I might see y'all Monday night because the big games are on. And let me double
on Monday night besides wait a minute. Lives night.
Let me see. Monday night, LSU and Iowa and USC. So Sunday is okay. So Sunday, tomorrow, Oregon and South Carolina and North Carolina and Texas.
Not they playing on Easter.
They is playing on Easter, girl. I'm gonna come home and I might still have my Easter dress on. I might have my resurrection dress on.
You gonna have your resurrection hat on? You don't have your Easter Sunday
hat? I ain't got no hat.
Oh, okay.
I ain't got no hat. So, but thank y'all so much for watching. We'll see y'all next week. Bye. Bye.